Hey there, my fishing friends, your favorite angler here, ready to dive deep into what promises to be a truly fascinating day on the water. We're talking about January 19th, 2026, and let me tell you, this day is going to be a real test of skill and patience across our great nation, the USA. While some might shy away from winter fishing, I'm here to tell you why this specific day, with its unique blend of stable cold and a very particular moon phase, holds a secret potential for those who know where to look and how to adapt. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have all the intel you need to turn a challenging day into a triumph and maybe even land that trophy you've been dreaming of. Now let's talk tactics and target species because the USA is a big place and winter fishing varies wildly from north to south. First up, for my ice fishing fanatics in the northern states, we're talking about yellow perch and walleye. With many of our northern lakes and reservoirs locked under a solid sheet of ice, these species are prime targets. Where to look? Focus on deeper basins, especially near submerged humps, weed lines, or main lake points. Perch will often school up in large numbers over soft bottom in 20 to 40 feet of water. Walleye, being ambush predators, will be found cruising slightly shallower breaks, often in 15 to 25 feet, especially during low light periods. On what to fish? Small jigs, like those tiny tungsten jigs tipped with a maggot or a small plastic, are deadly for perch. For walleye, try a jigging spoon or a dead stick rig with a lively shiner or fathead minnow just off the bottom. Remember, their metabolism is slow, so subtle movements, a very slow jigging cadence, and long pauses are key. Don't be afraid to leave your bait motionless for 30 seconds or even a full minute. This is not the day for aggressive jigging, friends. Moving south to our open water freshwater systems, especially in states like Florida, Georgia, or the Carolinas, crappie are going to be your star. Many southern lakes and reservoirs will have water temperatures in the low 40s to high 30s Fahrenheit. Where to look? Crappie will be tightly grouped, seeking thermal refuge. Think deep brush piles, submerged timber, bridge pilings, and creek channels, often in 10 to 20 feet of water. Look for structure that offers both cover and access to slightly warmer water pockets. On what to fish? Small jigs, specifically 1/16 to 1/8 ounce jigs, tipped with a small 2-inch plastic grub or a live minnow, are your best bet. A slow, vertical presentation, jigging directly over cover, will trigger bites. Pay attention to your electronics to locate those tight schools. A little trick, try a double jig rig to cover slightly more of the water column and see what depth they prefer. And for my saltwater warriors along the Gulf and Atlantic coasts, redfish and sheepshead are your winter champions. Water temperatures here will be much milder, ranging from the upper 50s to the low 70s in the southernmost areas. Where to look? Redfish will be concentrated in deeper channels, tidal creeks, and along sun-warmed shallow mud flats during the midday hours when the sun has had a chance to slightly warm the water. Look for them tailing or cruising in just a few feet of water on an incoming tide. Sheepshead, known for their powerful oyster-cracking bite, will be gathering around structure, docks, bridge pilings, jetties, and artificial reefs. On what to fish? For redfish, soft plastics, spoons, or even a piece of cut bait presented slowly on the bottom will work. Focus on natural colors. For sheepshead, fresh fiddler crabs, small pieces of shrimp, or even barnacles scraped from pilings are irresistible. A small, sharp hook and a light fluorocarbon leader are crucial for these bait stealers. Slow, bottom-oriented presentations are absolutely essential. Finally, for the specialized freshwater anglers, especially in the tailwaters of states like New Mexico, Tennessee, or Arkansas, trout fishing remains strong. These tailwater fisheries fed by dam releases often have more stable water temperatures than freestone rivers, making them excellent winter venues. Where to look? Deeper pools, slow-moving current seams, and areas with good cover are prime. The fish won't be as spread out. On what to fish? Winter is midge season, so tiny midge patterns presented on a long, light leader with a strike indicator will be very effective. Nymph rigs with a combination of midges and small mayfly or caddis imitations are also a go-to. For those targeting larger brown trout, swinging small streamers through deeper runs can trigger an aggressive strike, especially on slightly warmer afternoons. Again, a very slow retrieve is paramount. Now, let's break down the conditions. The weather on January 19, 2026 across much of the USA is characterized by generally cold air temperatures. We're looking at average temperatures in the mid-30s Fahrenheit for many regions, though it will be significantly colder in the north and milder in the far south. The good news, atmospheric pressure appears to be stable. This is a huge plus, as stable pressure often means fish are more settled, even if lethargic. Wind will be light, predominantly from the north or northeast, adding a chill to the air but creating minimal chop on the water, which can be favorable for presentation. And critically, zero precipitation is expected, meaning clear skies and stable conditions. Water temperatures, as expected for mid-January, will be quite cold. Northern freshwater bodies will largely be frozen over, with under-ice temperatures hovering just above freezing. Southern freshwater systems will see water in the low 40s to high 30s Fahrenheit. Our southern coastal waters will range from the upper 50s to the low 70s, with the warmest pockets found in Florida and the Gulf Coast. This cold water significantly slows down a fish's metabolism, making them less aggressive. They'll be conserving energy, often concentrated in deeper, more stable thermal refuges, or seeking out those sun-warmed shallows in the south. As for the moon phase, January 19, 2026, finds us in a waxing crescent phase, with very low illumination, just a day after the new moon. In fishing folklore, the new moon and the days immediately following are often considered a period where the bite can be a bit capricious. Some anglers believe fish might be less active during the day after feeding heavily during the brighter nights of a full moon, or simply conserving energy. While it's not a deal-breaker, it's a factor that suggests extra patience and precise presentation will be key. This is a time when the fish are less likely to chase. Considering all these factors, the stable but very cold weather, the frigid water temperatures, and the post-new moon phase, I'm rating the overall bite for January 19, 2026 as capricious but rewarding. While the stable atmospheric pressure is a definite positive, the extreme cold and the moon phase suggest that fish will be lethargic and less willing to chase. Success will depend heavily on your ability to locate concentrated fish and present your bait slowly and precisely within their strike zone. This is a day for smart angling, not brute force. So my friends, get out there, stay warm, and remember, adaptation is the name of the game on January 19th. I wish you all Nikvosta, Nicheshwi, tight lines and happy fishing. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more expert insights, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single cast. And I want to hear from you. What are your plans for fishing this winter? What's your go-to bait for cold water crappie or your favorite ice fishing setup? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's build this community together.